Hello everyone, this is RexRed, and I am back with another live tutorial on our easy 3D TV channel. Okay, today I have a special it's a different kind of video. We're going to be working in our 3D program here. This is an image that I created, and I am going to use this image here for a banner on YouTube. Okay, so what I have included in the video description is I hope you can hear me. What I've created in the YouTube description is I've given you a link to this template, it's called, okay? And this is the template that you use in Photoshop, so you have to have Photoshop to do this, okay? Particular tasks that were. Now there are probably, you can use this template and basically follow the descriptions, the what would they be called? Follow the measurements of this template, and you could probably create it in any program. So, but this is a very precise template that allows you to create an image that will work for a desktop and mobile, and then tablet and desktop maximum, and then for TV. So whatever device you're viewing this channel on, you can see this image, different parts of this image. So what I'm going to do is combine 3D work with creating with then graphics and various graphics to create this 3D image. So I'm not sure how good I'm going to do with this, but this is the goal today. So what we're going to look at now first is our image here. It's my artwork right there. Okay, is this image, and I'm going to now go into we're going to see, I believe I used ultra scenery here, and we're hoping, okay, A zone. Okay, I don't know that I did now that I think of this. So when I turn off A zone, what happens? Okay, it would appear that the grass disappears. So when we zoom out and the camera's locked, let's see, camera, zoom, camera, unlock. This looks like I might be able to do it. No. Okay. This is as far as I can go with the zooming out. So let's see what we can fit in this. Now, because I can only zoom out so far here, unless I were to maybe see how far this grass grows over on the other side, which actually is giving me the playroom that looks like I need, actually. So what I do is take this is a massive scene, and move this all over a little bit. and up, over till it covers. See, the grass on the left-hand side here only goes so far. I didn't have foresight that I was going to be using this in this particular way. So, but the grass on the other side goes quite a bit. So now what we're going to use is our first measurement. Welcome, Adha. Make a tutorial on how to use Genesis 9 skin on Genesis 8. Okay, I don't believe there is a conversion. There's probably a way to do that with Genesis. And welcome, Pat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the compliment, Pat. Good afternoon, Mr. Handsome. That's very nice of you, Pat. And is it possible to use Genesis 9 skins on Genesis 8? I believe it is, but it's a very laborious task. And the way you do that is with skins, I guess they're called, or geoskins, geoshells, okay? That's all I can tell you right now about that. I would, and I believe you can also, I'm quoting Richard Hazeltine, I believe, on the DAZ, because I asked about it in the DAZ forums, and he piped in that, yes, you can even use 8K textures on Genesis 8 characters. How you do it? It would be geoshells. You would use the geoshell, and it's a very complex undertaking. So that's all I can really say about that currently at this time. But that doesn't mean that I will not revisit that at some point. Because from I can see your perspective, Adha, that using 4K skins, 8K skins, using Genesis 9 skins seems to be the end game to some degree with Pat C. There is a way to use Genesis 9 body, hair, outfits, so I think we can use the skin texture too, but don't know how to do it. It is with geoshells, okay, and it's very, very laborious, okay? It requires knowing how to create UV maps. It's really complicated. Exporting it into maybe Blender or that other program, the big one. It would require a lot of work to do it. Maybe there will be a conversion program that comes out that allows you to convert these skins to the Genesis 9 texture material maps to Genesis 8, but that does not exist yet, and so I don't know if I would pursue this to the point of trying to do this without a converter, because it's a lot of work, okay, for just one texture, just to move one texture, and then you have to move a bunch of them. So you'd want to move all of the Genesis 9 textures to Genesis 8, and so you'd have to repeat that step every single time. And I would say there may be even like 100 steps to doing that, okay? And if you do one of them just in the backwards order, it could just ruin the whole process. It's that laborious. So I just would suggest waiting until there is a converter that somebody makes to do it. And if you go and pursue it and try to and learn how to do it, my hat's off to you for the effort that would go into that. So, which would be a lot of effort. Okay, so what I'm going to do is today, we're working in two programs. We're going to be working in Daz Studio, and then we're going to be working in YouTube. So now we go to this template, and it looks like I'm only going to be able to create an image this size because I don't think I have enough grass to do it the whole. Okay, 2560 by 423. Let's try this first. 2560. I definitely don't want to do the full. So I think I just know right now that I'm going to go with 1546. Well, let's see, 1546. Let's go to our render settings. And let's change this to turn off the constrained portions. 1546 is our first hot number. And then the other one is here, 423. 423. 423. Enter. Okay, this is a lot. So now can I zoom in a little bit on this? I think I might be able to do this. I'm not sure. I think I might actually be able to do this because what I have over here is water, and the water would be fine to have a lot of water there. So we bring this like this. And then we're going to turn this a little bit like that. Okay, like this. We want to get his feet in here. Okay. I think that's it. So let's see what this looks like. Okay, let's see what you guys have been talking about. I wanted to create my own characters and sell them. Okay, well, you can do that. There's no reason why you can't learn that craft. So, I mean, to me, there are people who create characters and sell them. And then there are people who buy those characters and turn them into art like this. And I'm one of those people who buys them, and the minute I go into that complexity of learning how to make the characters, and my brain just because to me, I would assume, this is I'm just kind of guessing, that it takes people. It takes a person or even maybe even a group of people. It could take anywhere from a month to like even a year to create a character. Okay, and so it could maybe take a month or 2 months for a group of people to create a character, where it might take one person maybe a year to create a character, okay? Because, you have to create everything like the iris and the eye colors, and you have to create the bones the UV maps. You have to create the skin textures, and you have to take those skin textures. Yeah, that's a long time to work. You have to create the skin textures, okay? And I'm not discouraging you. I'm not saying don't do it, because I'm envious of anybody who does that. You have to create the if it's a female, you would have to maybe possibly create things like makeup, some makeup things. If it's a male, you might want to add some tattoos and things like that. I mean, there's and each one of those requires an art project, and then it has to be created as a layer to go on. You have to interface it with the DAZ. You have to create all the thumbnails for each, like for the tattoos. And it's now okay, we got two conversations. So it says some of my vendors' friends all said it was a big learning switching to 9. Yes, if you're creating, yes. Genesis 9, if you're somebody who creates Genesis 8 characters and then you start making Genesis 9 characters, it's a big learning curve. It's not as huge a learning curve as learning to create characters, because they already have a lot of experience already in creating characters. Thank you very much for the likes, people. Thank you very, very much. They already have most of that experience creating characters. Now, I'm going to try to render this. So I would think that, yes, there's a learning curve, but they're used to that kind of curve, okay? So I don't think, the learning curve to create characters is tiny, to go from 8 to 9. Than it is to just learn to create characters from scratch. Now that right there is an absolutely huge endeavor. And so, okay, let's see how this works. If it works. Wow, okay, we've got something weird happening. Oh, I know what those are. Those are my... This is kind of cool. Those are my sun flares, and I think they're okay, but I'm not sure exactly. I may have to take the sun flares out. So I might put like Easy 3D TV right here. This is going to be, excuse me. This is going to be, now this seems to have a problem in it. Let's see. Yeah, the sun flares. I think I'm going to take out the sun flares. Cancel, yes. Just because they don't seem to be working well here. So let's close this for a moment. Where are the sun flares? Position, camera, scale. Okay. Container. Figure and smoke. Ultra tree. Bonfire. Where are the okay, grass clump. I think this is the camera flares. So let's try turning that off. Come on. Now let's try rendering this again. Yeah, I think this will be nice in for the easy 3D TV banner. I'm just tired of the boat one that I have, and so I'm thinking this might be a nice one for that. Let's just delete this and see what happens. Fire and smoke, a small splash, gull, okay, pine sprig, fog placer, okay, this all, vast ocean splash, small, okay, these are all ultra tree, bonfire, okay, that's the smoke in his pipe. All right, let's see if that got rid of this. What's this little thing? That might be part of the sky. All right, let's do a quick little render again. Hey, Ted, how are you? Says, hey, hi, you Rex. It's banner time. Yes, it is. It's time to make a banner. And so I'm going to show you guys how to make a YouTube banner. It's a very precise thing. I've done it a few times before, so it's not the first time I've done this. Okay, we got rid of that. Oh, this is nice. So I'm liking this. Now, the sun is a little bit kind of, I would say this part of what I really like about this scene is that that there's this contrast thing going on. Now, is it going to are all these little dots going to go away on the water? It kind of looks a little too much. I'm wondering what would happen if I take, okay, this is a really complex scene that I made. Now, a couple of things. He looks like he's tilting over. And if I can, let's Control L, should turn the light on. Yes, it did. Now, what if, see, this scene is so complex. What if I, see, this fixes that a little bit. Okay. So he doesn't look like he's tilting over. And now also, what am I using for the sky? I've forgotten so much. Environment options. And we go here to, where would they, parameters? Sun, sky only. So we're using, okay, so environment tint. What if we just darken this a little bit? No idea what I'm doing here. So let's see what happens. If we can just get cut some of the contrast down. Okay, yes, bro, a few of my friends said the same stuff. Yeah, I think they're just kind of, I don't think that the learning curve is that, okay, look how brought this down. I like this. Now we don't have that. Well, we still do it. And look at this. I still have some kind of flare here. Okay, so it did bring it down a little bit. I'm kind of liking this, but what is... Yes, okay, so I still have a sun flare. I'm liking this a little better. I think the fog is too heavy. I have to bring the sun intensity down. How do we do that? Lighting resolution. Okay, I could just move the sun over. Okay, let's go into iRay and see what shows. Now I have some kind of piece of, oh, this is it. I'm seeing it now. This is our sun flare. Whatever this is, that's it. That is the flare. Can I grab that? Nine. Okay, I think if I take my fog and make it so I can't select it, it may let me select this piece. Bonfire. Ocean splash, that's not it. Oh, lighthouse. A-zone. Okay, those are the ultra tree, fire and figure and smoke. Maybe it's in here. The steam and smoke, that's his coming out of his pipe. The sun, yeah, flare. Yeah, it just it seems kind of out of place to me right now. It was working before, but now and I'm not sure how to get rid of where it is here now. I don't think it's part of this. No, there was an actual plane here, and maybe it's been moved into another. The bonfire. Bonfire. What is this? Okay, that's that. Point light. Okay. Those are little lights in his. That's just the little teeny bit of smoke of fire in his. Okay, the ultra tree branches. Fire figure and smoke. Okay, and this is the steam coming out of his pipe. Sprig, bog placer, the sea, old lighthouse. Okay. Boat, lighthouse, stair ground, railing, boats, paddles, sea. This is very puzzling because I'm not seeing this object. But I see it here. And when I go into iRay, this seems to be it. Okay, that seems to be the flare. It does. It looks like a vortex or some kind of like thing that's opening in the sky. All right, let's go to perspective view. Okay, this is strange. Let's go to 9. Okay, let's turn off the ground so I can manipulate around in this scene. This would be the A zone. Okay, and I think we still see Where is the flare? I turn off the A zone. And suddenly the flare is gone. Maybe it's in here. Starburst. There it is. Sorry if you like the starburst. I had to get it out of the scene. I'm sorry. It just seemed like out of place. When it had the rest of I couldn't seem to grab that plane. I think this the A zone is a no. Yeah, see, there are some parts here that are set to not be selectable. All right, so we can turn the A zone back on. And now we have that part done. So we should be able to go into iRay, and that it was just kind of a disturbance to me. And when all the other parts of the flare was there and worked, and I think I tried to figure out where that was the last time I worked on this, and I was unable to do that. So that's been like a problem all along. So now those sparkles are kind of bothering me a little bit, but it's kind of realistic also in a way. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here. So let's go back here to this. And I'm still thinking that he's a little bit, if I go like this, and then I go like this. And then I can do that a little more. Like that. Okay. That kind of works. A little bit more like this. Bring some more of these plants in. Now this let's see what this looks like. Yes, so that was a task. I could see the object in the scene. I just couldn't figure out where it was and how it got dragged and dropped in there. That was an accident. So all right, I think I don't mind the sparkles. I think they'll reticulate to some degree. It kind of bothers me. And I could probably select the ocean surface. Yeah, the rule of thirds. I'm kind of not doing much with the rule of thirds right here because he's maybe like a quarter of the way in. And okay, that's a good. See, these parts, I could put the lighthouse here, and that would kind of, and then move him over a little. But this is kind of in the way. I think it's a little, and the thing is it's going to say Easy 3D TV here. So it kind of, okay, I don't think we're going to use the Fibonacci sequence here. I think we're going to use more like what I call the Trinity. It's like the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and that will be like the Easy 3D TV. So we're going to use, instead of the Fibonacci sequence, we'll use more of the Trinity sequence. And I bet you didn't know there was a Trinity sequence, but that's, if you ever notice in a lot of paintings and all, you'll always have like 3 things that draw your eye, and they can be in any kind of triangle. But there's a lot of times a lot of paintings have this object balance within it that's like a trinity. And my mother taught me that, and I don't know where she learned it, but she used to use it for flower arranging, so that she would always put in a flower arrangement, because she had a flower shop, and so she would put like 3 flowers that would be, in amongst a bunch of other flowers, 3 special flowers that would draw your eyes, and that was what she would call the Trinity. And so this is, I think, what we're going to do is the Trinity sequence. We're going to have this area, that, and then the Easy 3D TV here. And that will probably be in like some kind of sea green, bluish green, aquamarine maybe, or something, and some nice fancy font maybe. Okay, some lettering. So, okay, so now we're going to... That doesn't mean that the Trinity sequence can't... Michelangelo uses the Trinity? Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. That may be where my mother learned it, because she loved the old painters and the classic painters, Renaissance painters, and especially Van Gogh. So she loved that. So okay, so I would say this looks like, let's do a render on this. Now it seems as though these little the lights, which are kind of bothering me, are actually not bothering me as much the more it reticulates. So we're going to try a render here. Okay, now I'm going to file save as scene, so I don't save over this, and this is going to go up here into the DAZ renders. Yesterday I did an 8-hour session all on the character, and it had quite a finale actually. So 8 hours. Now we're going to go to save this, my dad's, and this is called Musabek. Musabek Reach. All right, let's reach, and we're going to say this banner. So what we're doing here is we are utilizing 3D, the 3D programs, to create an original banner. If you're not much of an artist otherwise, where you can't draw, or you have limitations with photography or something like that, this is where your 3D art. Now I'm going to take this. There's just one other thing here. The smoke. Figure and smoke. Okay, that's not it. It's this here. Where is it? Fog placer. Okay. I'm just going to take the fog down a tiny bit. Go here. It's just a little bit too foggy. Oh, how kind of you, Ted, to say that. That's sweet. Thank you very much. I don't know that that's true, but it's very nice of you to say that. Very flattering. We're going to go to 5 on the fog, so it's just a little bit less intrusive. And we're going to... Now, something about the fire, it looks like this fire is actually like off kilter in his hand, so we're going to go into the 9 here. Okay, now I'm going to lock the camera again. I think I did. Oh, I didn't. I locked the smoke cube. Well, maybe the camera's already locked. Where's my camera? I usually have it locked anyway. Camera is locked. Okay. So let's go just for quickly to the perspective view. And let's go down here to the steam. Where is the bonfire? That would be the smoke in his pipe. I'm pretty sure I lined that up perfectly with his pipe, but let's... No, see, something is wrong here with the bonfire. Okay, we're going to turn off the grass so I can actually move around in the scene. I knew there was something off. Maybe at the last minute I moved him around. But let's take this. It's not something you would know. Okay, now we can move around a little bit. It's not something you would notice, probably because this is too small of an image, but where is the bonfire? I think this is the bonfire. It is. So we're going to move that into his pipe and see that it is there. How this works. Okay. We'll bring it up a little bit so it's a little more noticeable. We'll rotate it a little bit. And bring it out a little bit. Okay, this way. And up. And over. I think that works. Okay, let's go up a little higher. Okay, let's see if we can still see it from the camera. All right, we'll turn the grass on. At least it's in the right place, and it's not like on his hand. I don't know why I left it like that. So here we go. Now let's save this again. And we are now going to render this. Let's give it a render. See if we have the first. Now, while that's starting up, I'm going to give you an idea. So I was thinking of putting this image here, and then maybe Easy 3D TV and Easy 3, or something else, maybe 3D graphics maybe would be nice, or graphic art might be nice, okay? And then in here, we're going to put, I don't know, maybe some logos, like Photoshop logos and DAZ logos and 3D Max and all kinds. We could make like a little collage of those different programs. And so this could be fun. And then in here, I'm going to put like hazy fog. And we might create like a... And so everything here tells us the dimensions of each segment. It's sector. There's another word for it that we want, that I'm thinking of. Okay, so each one gives us the dimensions of each of these areas. So I think the logos of the different companies would be kind of nice, like DAZ logo, and we could Oh, that's a good idea. I think that's good. See, this part will only show if you're on a desktop computer. It will show this far here, this little area, if you're on a tablet. If you're on a desktop minimum or a mobile device, it's only going to show here, okay? So, okay, and we could now let's see what this render looks like here. This looks nice. I think it's done. The fire looks good. It doesn't look like it's burning his hand that bad. So this all looks good now. It looks clean. And all right. And I think that's enough iterations. Let's see. Oh my gosh, we're up to 11,000 iterations. I would think so. Now, if this isn't going to reticulate, it won't any more. So cancel this render. Okay. Now let's save this on the desktop. Okay, let's move. We'll Moosebeck reach banner image. So we'll save this in my ping files first. Okay, and then we'll go here and open that up. Where are you? Okay. So we go to our ping files. And we're going to type in moose. All right, there it is. We'll copy this and we'll throw a copy of it on the desktop. Okay, V. And now we can take this. Maybe we can just drop it into the image here. All right, it's in behind, so let's drag this up. And this should fit perfectly into here. There's one. So now the safe, we can get rid of the safe, some of this text, which would be desktop. This would be desktop and mobile. Okay, we can get rid of the safe area text. All right, now what we're going to do is save this so I don't overwrite my template. So we're going to go save as. And we're going to go blank YouTube banner template. We're going to call this easy. Well, that was really an epiphany coming up with the easy 3D TV thing. I was like, what the heck am I going to call my channel? Easy 3D TV banner. YouTube banner. Banner. Okay. Easy 3D TV YouTube banner. Save. You know, in 3D TV would have been nicer, but somebody already owned that. The .com. They have it for sale for like an outrageous amount of money. That looks nice and clean. Okay. So we can go here now. And it happens to be white, so we can't see it. Let's go with the first idea of some kind of like and then we go with this. And we can change the font to something else. It's got to be bright, big enough so people can, well, they'll be able to see it even on a phone. I don't want it too bold. I want it very readable. But it's got to be a little bit fancy and not just it's kind of nice. That's kind of nice too. That's a little bit fancy looking. Now what we're going to do now is then go also into our layers and layer style, bevel and emboss. Give it a stroke around the edge. All right. I'm not certain that that's exactly what we want. I'm so quick, aren't I? Just it's like, what did I just do there? So, all right, you'll have to go back to this video and slow it down and say, what did he do there? Okay, so I am fasting again today, so I am a little bit croupy. Yeah, I'm not sure that I want to put an image of myself in here. I was thinking maybe tutorials, but just put the word tutorials, but have it go down. Tutorials, but we just select this and change it to, that didn't work. All right, we go like this. And we bring this up in like this. Okay, we can now mess with this. What's this do? Okay, we have to go like this. Okay. And then we can make them larger. Let's see. Bold. Okay, where is our point scale? We're at 32. Let's go to, okay. I'm not sure that that looks right. Well, I mean, let's try like blue maybe for a color. And let's go with maybe white for this. Color here. White. Paint. How to maybe might be better than tutorials. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get the tutorials word right first. I don't want to discourage suggestions. The worst thing I could say is no, and I wouldn't say it no. I might maybe explain a different perspective, but your suggestions in this are very helpful. Okay, so I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I do have some kind of ideas, but I'm not absolutely certain of what I'm doing here. Maybe I'll put a picture of myself. We'll see, because I would have to take one and put it in there, and so that's not completely out yet right now. So let's get the spacing right on the words here and see if it looks right once we get the spacing right. So we go here, tutorials. Okay, so we need to go down with our points down to like 60. So we can make it a little larger, like. Hold the shift key. Okay, tutorials. That kind of works. And then we just take this, copy, put this over here. And I think I'm going to go with the logos thing, using all the logos. And you guys can help me brainstorm to find the logos. Okay, so we need something this size, so we're going to grab this like this and create a little. Okay, what we'll do is create, not that, we'll use this, create a little box. Okay, and that's filled in with something, so the fill, okay, is here. Why didn't it fill? Okay, I think it's down because it's down behind these images. There we go. So we have a little box just so we have that isolated. Copy that, file, new, from clipboard, create, and there's our size that we need. We don't need that box in there. Okay, so now we can just take this and make it a little bit larger. And let's go here to, this is the one that I have currently. And see, the reason why I'm changing this is I'm just kind of taking out the Daz Studio TV. And my old channel used to be called Daz 3D TV, and I was told by Daz, it wasn't official, but and I'm not going to name any names, but somebody in the forums who happens to be a moderator there said they took down one of my video. I posted a video of me working in Daz, and they took it down, and they said the Daz 3D word is a trademark, and so they were just being on the safe side, they said, and so they took it. They said, we don't mind you promoting your tutorials in the forums, we just don't want you using Daz 3D. And they didn't say we don't want you using, they just said we're not sure about the ramifications of you using Daz 3D as so Daz 3D TV was the name of my channel, and so I'm not using it here, but So I wrote a letter and said, my channel I'm providing advertisement for dads on YouTube for free. So I said, but I don't really want to infringe on anybody's intellectual, patent. And I also said, and then I said something like, I'm going to change the name to something else. And and so basically, by them calling me up on this, I said, basically, you've now, people see Easy 3D TV and they don't know that Daz has anything to do with this. Even though I do use Daz, I can use the Daz 3D like in a because it is about Daz 3D, but I'm not saying I'm Daz 3D. This is Easy 3D TV. So, and this was, it says Arisi converter tutorial for Daz 3D. This not saying I'm Daz 3D TV, and so this is why this is being changed. And now this image, as you notice, I've just filled all three. And I was thinking of doing that with this, but I don't think I can get this long enough to do the whole thing, because I don't think I have enough grass, and then there would be a huge ocean section. So I think just filling the small center and then filling the others with something else may be the way to go. So, I mean, there's no hard feelings about it, because Easy 3D TV allows me to then work on Blender things. People aren't going to expect that it's only about Daz. And so it's Daz, in all things Daz are explored. Daz Studio is used. Excuse me. So I really just want to take and I just really want to take and allow people to I just want to be able to help people learn Daz, and so I said, basically, by calling me up on this about me using Daz 3D TV, it's no longer going to be this massive advertisement for Daz. And so basically, by calling me up on that, you just kind of cut yourself out of a lot of free advertisement. So, but it's they didn't say, no, you can't use this. Okay. They just said, it was one particular person. They said, who really wasn't in charge of those decisions. Okay. But it was somebody, who moderates there. And so they, not going to name any names. So, they, at this point, I decided it was just like, well, I'm going deep into this Daz 3D TV. I don't want to go so deep that when I have come out of it, that it's going to be plastered all over everywhere. So, all right. So this is Easy 3D TV that happens to cover Daz, and it covers other programs, Blender, and as you can see today, we're working in Photoshop. So as well. So it is all things 3D TV. So that's what we're working with. Okay, so we're going to go with Daz Studio, and we're going to see if we can find images, logo. All right. We want this one. That's for Blender. Okay, I think we're just going to use some of these little images. Okay, so save image as, and we're going to go to Daz. Okay, this is desktop, And we're going to call this a new folder, DAS. No, this would be 3D logos. 3D logos, we'll put them in there. That's a PNG file, okay. And let's just use this. Save image as, if it is a, that's a JPEG. Okay, let's go with Photoshop. Let's see about that one. This works. That's really tiny. That's a little better. Save image as. That's a web one. Photoshop logo. There we go. Can we use this? Yep. All right, there's another one. And we're going to go with now, we have Blender. Okay, Photoshop. Let's what are some of the other 3D programs? I need you guys to help me brainstorm. One of them I like to use, okay, is I can't think now. Okay, let's just write in 3D programs. Okay. ZBrush. Okay, Z. I don't own ZBrush, so that's not going to happen. Here's somebody's doing all my work for me. I don't own Materia, and so I don't own Maya. But I do own another one called, it's another Adobe program. Adobe 3D is called what? Adobe Fuse. Okay, Mixamo is another one. We'll use this one of these here. Let's save image. There's another one. Okay. Mixamo. Logo. All right, let's go with this one. That's a PNG file. Unreal Engine, that's free, so we could actually use both of these. And I might do some work in Unreal Engine, so let's just save this in here. Save as, image as, title.jpg. Okay, and what else have we got? What other things do I use? Tools. There's also an NVIDIA 3D program that I use sometimes. We'll go all Omniverse. Save image as. All right, I think that's enough for now. Okay. Let's see what that does for us. Now we go back to Photoshop. Bring this down, minimize this. Let's go to our new folder. Where did I put that folder? There they are. Okay. Let's put the DAS in here. DAS. This one. Blender. Okay. And Photoshop. Views. I should also use that one that creates textures with Photoshop. What's that called? I can't think of it right now either. This one. Oh. Let's do some of these a little smaller, because I think I'm going to have to anyway. Substance. These are programs that I might theoretically actually use. And then we got Unreal Engine. So we'll go here with this one. All right, let's bring this in. Oh, we got to turn that. And what we'll do is take this down to where we want it. Okay, what we're going to do, bring that up like that, like this, and then I'm going to take this, go like this, image crop. Oh, we didn't want to do that. Cut, edit, X. Okay. V, Z. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, we're going to just bring this into a new. No, that didn't work. Z. And we go in here. Image, crop. Copy. Paste. And that's good. Now Substance Designer. Let's go here. Logo. There we go. Let's go with this one. Save image as. That's perfect. Now let's go to here. Drop that into here. Okay. Now, this shouldn't have those checkers there, so let's go with white paint bucket. Oh, I think maybe I have to. Why isn't that working? You have a couple of them that have this strange thing here. That was convert that to a smart object. I think that will allow me to use the paint bucket on it. No. Not sure why it won't let me use the paint bucket. All right. Okay. Maybe I have to convert this to some kind of different image mode. Let's try 16 bits channel. That might have just converted the whole image. I'm not sure. Let's see if this. Oh, rasterized. Okay, well that works. Now we can do it. And here. Z. All right, now we have to select the. Where's that one? That was one of the last ones. This one? Yes. It's like, who knew? Okay. Now they're still separate objects. Let's make these a little bit smaller and move them up. So get some room here. Okay, this. I think that looks kind of cool. Now, instead of it being white like that, maybe we can take our background and just give it some kind of color. Like since we're in this green phase, this greenish blue phase, well, that didn't work. But I think I can fix that. Let's see, the DAS logo. I don't understand this rasterized thing, but I guess it worked. I guess if it's got to be rasterized, it's got to be rasterized. Now the Blender logo, Photoshop logo. You learn something every day. Adobe Fuse, we're good with that one. The download, okay. And I think I like the white in the middle there. Now this Unreal and this one. Okay, that works. Now we're going to put a little, this may be a bad idea, but we're going to put a tiny little border around here. Just to make it look special. And we're going to have no fill. Stroke. We'll go with this green. Okay. And then here, hiding under there. And a little bit of a rounded. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, this kind of looks a little bit low res, but it's I think they're not going to be that big. They're not going to be this big. So, all right, now let's take this rectangle and give it a little bit of treatment layer style, a little bit of 3D look to it, stroke. What if we drop shadow a little bit? Okay, that's too much. Outer glow, we'll take and select this. Go with a darker green, like a middle. All right. Okay. I think that looks nice, but what we'll do is move the icons, move the rectangle behind the icons. Okay. All right. Let's move move these in front. Okay, pull this up a little bit. There, and now we have another problem here. Because our okay, I know what I have to do. I have to erase those. So magic eraser. And let's see the blender one. There's this one. Okay, that worked. I don't know if there's another one here, but okay. Let's grab this one here. There's that. And which one is this is this. That kind of works. The Unreal one is here. And the Photoshop one. There. Let's see what happens when we erase this center part. I think that looks a little better with the center. Okay, now we have this, the Daz one. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that I erased that. Why does that look like it is erased? Which one's the Daz? Oh, the Daz is because it's not in front of the rectangle. Oh, that is weird. The Daz is an entire image. Okay, so we'll move that in front. And there we go. I'm not sure how to smooth. That looks terrible now. I don't know how to smooth the edges there. It is. It is advertisement for all these programs, and that's kind of what I do. All right, now what if I know what I can do. I can possibly put a line around this Daz logo. Let's see what happens when we go to Layer Style, Bevel and Emboss. Look how that just kind of fixed that. And a stroke around it. But we don't have to go with a black stroke. We could go with green stroke or something. And we could make it it's not a high quality. All right, what I'm going to do is just do what I did here, leave this in behind. Like that. And, okay, so let's go select all. Okay, we'll go File, Save As. Desktop, and this would be logos, 3D logos, 3D YouTube banner logos. We need to do this. I always do this. Okay, let's save the PDF file, the PSD file, and then save a copy. And we'll go with this as a PNG desktop. All right. Now we go back here to this project, and we should be able to delete this frame. I think when I make them smaller, here it is, it will, this isn't so huge. All right. Copy paste Z. All right, let's find that. Tutorials, no, not that. Text, no, not text. Here it is. All right, we gotta move that out of the way for a moment. Move this back. All right, that's a good idea because the vertical tutorials look kind of boring. The font is terrible, and maybe something that was a little wider of a font. And I think this color here should be some other color. Maybe we can go with a dark so that frames it in a little bit. Dark colors. So let's go with this tablet thing. Let's go here. And let's fill that. Oh, that was, I didn't know a Z. Undo that so I can at least see our borders here. Okay. All right, now all right, let's I'm despondent. Okay, tutorials. Let's see what we have for some text for that. And what I'll do is I'll change one of them. Okay, I think they need to be, the text needs to be centered. That's number one. So let's see what happens when we, how do we do this? Center it. Let's go here, like this. Okay, so yeah, so that that worked. I think the letters are centered now over top of each other, rather than left aligned. Okay, and now we go in here and find something nicer. I have so darn many of them here. And I'm not sure, we're not going to use that. Maybe that color either. So Elephant. We want it readable, so now let's see if we break them apart a little bit more. Move them up. And let's give this a different color. Okay, let's go with a light color. No. White. How about yellow? Red. Something bright is going to just stick right out. All right, let's go with white for now, and then let's try giving it some style here, layer style. This is not easy. I think we got to go with, oh, I canceled that. Let's see. Layer. So let's, that's a good idea, Pat. The all caps. Very good. That's worth. All right, so this is a green color. Let's go more with a blue and a lighter color. Let's see how we get that to all caps. Okay. I think there's a way to do that through here, but yeah, all caps. I think this is it. Yeah. That looks pretty cool, but let's now go here and make them along a little so they're separated more, and what does that do? All right, one of these separates them. Okay. Let's try a different font now that we've got something. It doesn't look like, whatever I do, it doesn't seem like it's. All right, I have an idea. Why not break these logos up and put them on in these sections here? Like this. Let's flatten this image. Flatten the image. Here is it, layer. Flatten image. Then let's go here. Copy. V. move this out of the way. Let's just put that in there like that. Delete this and that. And then we'll see what happens. It just happens to kind of work. This one. Copy. Where did that go? I bet it's underneath here. Why, of course. Delete that. Okay, let's grab that. Thank you very much, Pat. Very, very much. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Z. Okay, I don't need to. Okay, this works. All right, that fits that little area pretty well. Now, okay. It's good that we got the red in behind so I can tell when I've got it. All right, we got a little bit of red here. I think there's a way to nudge it. But that doesn't work. Okay, that sort of works. I can zoom in and kind of stretch the image a little bit, but this is not working. Can I get it to snap? There, it's, well, it didn't quite snap. That didn't quite snap. Okay, let's just bring this up a little. If I have it in behind, we can move this back one. Move it back behind, not behind there. Okay, let's tablet. This is getting a little bit, let's see. Layer. Well, I can't tell what these layers are. Oh, that's the tutorials word. No, that was all right, so that's why, okay. So the text, leave that now. Channel art area. Okay, I have this supposed to go in with channel art area. Okay, this one. So then we can have, I think I'm going to have like live tutorials, and we'll just have it go across and be a little bit more readable here on these edges. And we'll pick a nice color instead of that manila kind of color. So the tutorials, okay. All right, that's the number. Okay, so we want this here. Okay, the banner image can go in behind now this tablet image. Oh, it can't. Because it's a solid piece. So I'm just going to have to make sure I get that right. Now, there. Okay, I think that's close enough. If it's not, then when somebody looks at it on their phone, they're going to see a little green thing, you know. So it makes it kind of difficult. So now this piece right here, let's go with another, with a lighter color. And we'll go let's go here. I think I'm going to need two words here. Let's change the color of this text to white or something. Live tutorials and free popcorn. All right, that kind of looks good there. That it kind of works. Live tutorials and a TV screen on each end. I'd have to make it. That's a good idea. So, do I have a TV? I do have some kind of TV here. And all right, so we're done with this. So we'll go new, and it should just clean out the scene. Let's go. I have tons of TVs. So objects. So the size of this, let's go back here. Excuse me. That's this size, image size. Size would be 352 by 4. We'll come back here. Okay. Deleting objects. That's a good idea. And then we can put in the TV screen, we can put live tutorials and free popcorn. I don't know. So So we'll see. Deleting scene. 352 426. And we have to have something with rabbit ears, which would be kind of cute on the TV to make it look a little old-fashioned. Let's see what we have for. All right, now we're going to change our render settings to. Now, if I turn this proportions on, okay, we have to turn that off first. And then we go here and we go 352 426. 352 426. Enter. And if I turn this on, then I can make it a little bit larger, like go with 400. So it's just a little bit, we'll shrink it down. Now, let's go here to TV. See what we have for files. Oh, look at this. That kind of works. Antenna. This is kind of cool. And we let's create a camera here. Copy our perspective view. Now let's select the antenna and see how big this is. All right, we don't need the bottom part. Oops, Z. What we'll do is go in here to surfaces, antenna. All right, so the only way to get rid of that would be despondent again. Tool settings, geometry editor. We could hide it inside of the thing, but let's just go here with geometry selection mode, marquee. All right, and let's just delete this geometry, see if we can just delete it. Geometry editing, delete selected polygons, see what happens. All right, that works. And now we can just put a little antenna on top of this, scale it down. Parameters, scale. Y translate. Little teeny antenna on there, I think would be kind of cute. And let's see what it looks like in iRay. let's now go to our environment, backdrop. Let's go with like a little more green. There. Let's change our lighting a little bit. The scene, let's see, environment options. What happens when you rotate the dome a little bit? Maybe I could put my picture in here. Let's see. And so on one side it could say live tutorials in here, and on the other side it could have a little picture of me. I don't know, maybe my YouTube. We'll see. Let's get this first done here. So I think what I can do though is maybe select that inner part of the TV through Mesh Tool Settings. This would be Geometry Editor. Go to this. Geometry Editor, detail. What am I doing? Why does this look different? Geometry Editor, TV. Why is this look so different now? It's like suddenly I don't recognize the Geometry Editor. I've done something wrong here. Maybe it's because this selection mode. Okay. Select, I don't think this is going to work, but let's say select connected. See if it's smart enough. All right. It selects that piece there. And what if I okay. No, all right, that doesn't work. So I can put a border maybe around my image. Okay, so select connected, geometry selection, select connected. All right, create geometry assignment, create a face group. I think surface from selected. TV screen. It doesn't have to have that border thing. So let's see now. Now I can put okay, I have to turn off my monitor. Gosh, for God only knows what passwords and things that I have here that so I'm gonna, until I find an image, I'm going to go with this and turn that down just for a moment. and see if I can find search through the bowels of my computer and for an image. Let's go to here. Okay, there it is. That's the image. Copy. Put that on the desktop. All right. Now I think we can come back. And hello. All right, so now we can go here and select. Now how do I put that at, okay, the surface. Okay, surfaces. This should be here now. Oh, that's weird. It's got a glass. No, but it didn't. Okay, TV screen. Okay, base color. Browse. Desktop. I think this is it. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Now let's go back to here. Okay. Now I think that's too large. That's why it's so big looking. So if we go down here to, that is the image. Okay, but I have to go back and put it back in. RexRed, here it is. Okay, UV, horizontal tiles. Okay, let's go here to 9. Vertical tiles. Vertical offset. I think what I go is I go horizontal tiles, and if I flip this like this, vertical offset, vertical tiles, vertical offset. It kind of works. Let's see what this looks like in. Not sure why. Oh, because why does that have that texture thing? What if we turn the glass off? Glass. Let's try loading this in the glass and see what happens here. Not sure why it's showing that grid. Very puzzling. Let's go browse. That's going to be the same thing where it's TV screen. Thinking the same, Rex, live on one and your pick on the other. That I think that's what happens when we render this. Let's render this at render settings. Yeah, that's good, and we'll go optimization, render, maximum. Okay, let's try rendering this and see if that's still there. No. Okay, so we don't have the only thing is it's got to be flipped, which I think I can do that in Photoshop. Is that an okay photo, or the Rex man? Let's see. Save image as. Okay, banner. This would be called Rex TV image. Okay, so we go now to here. We go back to this. Rex. All right. We drag that. Oh, it won't let us cancel. We're in the wrong. All right. So this has got to be image. All right, let's size it to what we need. And then let's go like that. And then image, flip, rotation, flip, horizontal. Oh, that didn't work. Edit Z. All right, I keep forgetting that these are global things. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll try this instead. We'll go. Now, why did I have to resize that larger? I thought I had created the right size. It's okay to make it a little bigger, but all right, we go here. We drag this, drop it onto there. Then we drop it up here. Then we go image, flip horizontal. There. So I'm looking at the scene instead of away. Copy. All right, V. Paste. Oh, and now it's back underneath here again. I think I can hide that maybe. The strip there in the middle. Okay, let's hide that. No. How about this one? And this one? Where did it paste? Maybe in behind. I think it's called Rex TV. Well, let's try it again. Just there. I guess that works. Let's take this live tutorials. Maybe we'll only put the TV on one side. but I don't know. Let's see. It is bigger than... What if we do something like this? Okay, what I can do is, I have an idea. We can take and go here. I'm not sure how to flip the image here, but what I can do now is go to this environment, go backdrop, none. And that should give me... Let's see what happens when we render this. It may render a shadow. It does render a shadow. Doesn't render the whole shadow though. All right, so we can get rid of the shadow by... Let's crop this a little bit more. Well, thank you very much, Pat. Very cool. Appreciate that. Okay, what if I bring the sun, okay. What if we just mess with the sun a little bit? Environment options. That's weird. It just changed. Oh, because I had that selected. That's why that's there. Okay, good. That's good to know. Now we have our environment options. We go to the environment, go here to parameters, and we'll go to scene only and create a camera. We have a camera, okay. And scene only. Now if we put let's use a ghost light. Ghost light. No, I think this is the wrong kit. It is. It's the ghost light. This one. All right, we have some kind of ghost light. Where is it? Now we'll lock the camera. So we can't move the camera. Now we're going to take and go parameter, perspective view. Let's take this square light and go like this, and we will rotate it around like this. Go to like this. That would be 90 degrees. The reason why I'm using a ghost light is it has a wide light, so it's not going to cast shadows. It's going to disperse more, I think. So we just pull this out a little bit like this. We want this one-sided. What would be the surfaces? Okay, one-sided. Okay, so let's go back through our camera and go into iRay and see. Okay, now we can turn the ghost light down. Five. Okay. Okay, let's just try. That doesn't work. Z, what did I just do? Deleted my ghost light. Oh, something's weird now. Did I mess with them? Okay. All right, whatever I'm doing here, something's really wrong now. My environment options, did I mess with them? Scene only, okay. That all looks correct. Environment, none, okay. Square light. What have I done wrong here? Perspective view. Let's take a look. Let's go to here and see where our ghost light is. Well, it's working here. It's just not working where the camera is. Oh, suddenly it's working. Very strange. That's what happens when you delete something and then bring it back real quick. Temperature. Okay, let's go back here to surfaces. Up. And we can go here. The antenna. Okay, I thought it looked kind of just cool, but let's see. Let's hide the antenna. Bring. It just makes it look a little more like a TV, I think, but let's see now. Camera. I guess it's obvious that's a TV. Front and then up. And I'll flip the TV in. Okay, so what I need to do is bring the brightness of this image down and then bring the the light surface here up. So let's get let's go into iRay and see what it looks like here. Now we'll bring the camera up and we'll let it white out the image. Okay, 5. Let's a little lower. Okay, let's bring the temperature so it's a little softer looking. Okay, and go down this down to like maybe 3 or 2. Well, I guess 3 is okay. And then we take this image here, go to our TV. Tool settings. This would be now TV surfaces, screen. And we go to base color, and I think we can just bring this down some. Brightness. Yeah, let's see if that works. All right, let's do a quick render. There we go. And let's save over top of the other one. Okay, and we'll go back. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I know it's wrong. I think I have the ground plane on. And it's reflecting off of the ground plane. Maybe, I'm not sure, but we're getting still some kind of shadow. All right, let's see. Let's go to scene. Some kind of ground plane, maybe. Where is this? Environment. Parameters. Ground. Draw ground is okay. The ground is off. Now let's try this again. There we go. Save. Oh, it's not done. Replace it. Back. Let's see what this does now. We go into Photoshop. Put this in here. Okay. Now we select all. Copy that. Take this out. And go here. Oh, we have to flip it first. Image. All right, now select all. Copy. Delete that. V. We'll turn the other maps on. Okay, that kind of works, I guess. It's I don't know. And live tutorials over here and discreetly. Let's see. Some of these are turned off. Let's turn them back on. This. Okay. We can move this over a little more. What do you think? Big silence. Okay. I think we can take this live tutorials word. Now what I could do is we could try taking this into a filter and seeing if we can kind of filter it and make it look a little bit look better. When I take it into the filter, I may be able to cut it out. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. And so the image looks a little bit better, I think, with all right, tilt and shift. See, I have some of these filters that here that might. Okay, I have some of them saved here, some favorites. Technica. Now, and I can show before and after. Now, see, some of them are not preserving the background. And God rays. So some of them do and some of them don't. I never noticed that. I noticed that a lot of them didn't preserve the background, and I didn't really like that, but subtle color. Okay, let's see. Sunsets. And can I just go down through these like that? Yeah. Well, this one here. This one's kind of nice. It brings out some of the wood tones, brings some of the color out. Yeah, it takes some of the fuzziness out. Let's see. Let's apply that. All copy. Then it's not quite as fuzzy. All right. Let's make these words stand out a little bit better. I think those live tutorials kind of looks kind of classy the way it is. So, maybe just move the lettering over a little bit. So now let's make some clouds. And we're just going to make some clouds so that for the TV, when people see the whole image on their TV, that there's something here than just this kind of grayish color. So we go back here. Let's save this as Rex TV. Save scene as Rex TV. Okay, save that there. And now we'll go File New. That worked. Okay, open File New. And we need this size. It will be 2560 by 1400. 25601440, 25601440, 25601440, 25601440, 25601440. Okay, that's our size. We'll leave that on. And now we need some clouds. VDB. Props. Hi, let's see the. All right, what have we got here? This is wild. Let's take this and let's jump back and then zoom in some. And that looks pretty cool. We go 9. Luckily this has some kind of a little bit of a representation of let's try this. See what it looks like. Control 9, and Control 0. Let's just try rendering this and see what it looks like. If there's no sense in really messing around with it too much if it's not gonna work. Now the background image, I think I'm gonna put it on black. So let's go to environment, backdrop, black, so it really stands out. There we go. And we don't have, all right, now let's see what this renders like. Let's go to render settings. Where is that? Render settings. Let's see, progressive renders, maximum, okay. This is all good. So let's do a render real quick. All right, and let's see how many iterations we're going at. Let's get it to be really nice. So all of this, except for those little logo things, which are again free advertisement for you, like you said. So those little logo things, everything is an original art, and the thing is, that's what I'm trying to show today. I'm trying to show. Oh, now it's. That's what happens when you fast. You get all croupy. All right, so what I'm trying to show you today is that you can make these things in 3D art. You can make your logos and your banners and all of those things in DAZ. And and Photoshop. Between DAZ and Photoshop, you have this amazing ability. So we're at 1,000. I think I'm going to let this go to 2,000. Now I'm seeing a little bit of graininess here, but I don't think that will show up in the image. But if it does, then what I'll do is I'll use 2 or 3 clouds and put them together and then zoom out a little bit. Okay, so that's a possibility as well. Maybe flip one over if, or do that kind of thing. So okay, 1,500 is enough. Okay, iterations here. We'll wait till the next one. All right, cancel, yes. We'll call these banner clouds. Okay, we go here. Back. Banner clouds. Okay, because what I want to do here with these clouds is run them through a filter maybe and see if I can improve on the way they look. Okay, this is what, see this, just this filter right here. See how it just unmasked that, apply that. Made it just a little sharper. Copy. V. I don't know. Let's see if we make it a little bit more opaque. Let's go here. Opacity. All right, now we got to take these words out here, like these TV words. That word. Those are just to help you. They're part of the template. All right. Now we go back here to our banner clouds. What if we bring them up a little bit like that, and then we go into image, color balance. All right. So I'm thinking that these look too much like smoke, and they don't have enough resolution to them, so we're too close to the clouds. So it gives me an idea now of what to do, what I want to do more of here. Okay, is to zoom out. Okay, and create more of, now these clouds, let's see what we have for other clouds. We have some that maybe look less like smoke. VDB sky, props. Let's see how, oh, now these are huge. Let's see, scene. This may be exactly what we're looking for here. How do I zoom in a little faster? Okay, we're like zoomed way, way out. This is like enough to fill a whole sky. All right, let's see what we've got. All right, now what we can do is these are VDB clouds, which means we can take the opacity down a little bit on them right here. Surfaces. So we got a multiplier of 3. Let's go 0.1. And let's edit, duplicate, bring this over here and up. Edit, duplicate. What just happened? didn't work. Edit. Okay, that worked. Edit. Edit. Okay, let's try this. What did I just open? Now that looks higher quality than the other did. And it looks more like clouds rather than like puffs of smoke. So we're going to call this save as scene banner clouds. Okay. The only thing about it is maybe this environment options, we go into the environment. Instead of that, we could add a little bit of blue color to this. Darker. Or what if we go like a really light blue? That's green. All right, we don't want it too depressing, so we add a little bit of color. That is really nice. We're already up to 500 iterations. I cannot believe how quickly. I mean, do you remember trying to render a little teeny puff of smoke in Bryce years ago with one processor and using your computer, single core, and it would like take 4 hours all night to have a little cloud and the little bunny rabbit and the turtle, you slide it up and it would like take 2 days to render just a little cloud. I remember that. I do. So all right, we'll go to 2000 iterations. 1939. It's 3 o'clock. I had to wait 2 hours and I can eat. How fine. Okay, so we can cancel this. Yes. Banner clouds. We're going to just save right over the other ones. The other one. Okay, and I think when I open this, sometimes it asks if delete that. Now we go to here. Delete this, close this. No. All right, let's go back here. Back. And there it is. We're going to put this up here. Copy. All right. I think I kind of like that as is. There. I think that's it. Let's make it just a little bit more. Take some of the opacity down. Let's see what it looks like with the opacity down. Yeah, so it what if I take this just kind of sticking right out, like if I make it a little smaller? No. What if I make this a little bit? A little bit, the opacity, take it down a little bit. So it's just not so bright. And what if we take something like this? Fill, no. This color. We gotta make it fit there. Fit here. Let's give that layer, style. Okay, I think that works. Maybe this is a little too washed out. All right, I think we're going to go with this for now. I don't know. I don't know if it's, what if we go with a darker color around the back here? This back color. And where is the color? We go here. Oh, so I have to cut the TV out. Where's the TV? I can't tell what these are. We'll select it. Okay, layer 4. we got to zoom in a little closer here to get this TV cut out. See? Okay. I probably shouldn't have filled it with that color because now, okay. Let's go with a little more blue here in this and a lighter. And this border, this frame here. Let's go with a little more blue in that too. No, I think I like that with a little more green. Gray, maybe. No, I think it's got to go in the green direction. Why doesn't it seem to be changing color? It is, it's just very subtle. Okay, I think we'll go with that color. And we can take this live tutorials. We'll give that a little bit of image, 3D look, layer, style. Somebody, their car needs some help. All right. You did help, Pat. You did. You are a very good help. Very, very good. Now, I think the live tutorials actually look better without the effect on it. Delete. I think it just looks better and a little smaller. Just kind of discreet. There we go. Okay. I hope this is I hope this is cool. So let's see if this works. Okay, save this. I think we have this saved. File, save as. We'll save it on the desktop. And we'll go File, Save a Copy. And we'll save a PNG of it. And medium file. Now let's go to YouTube. And I think it's here. Check our work. Let's change this to desktop now. See if this works. Easy TV YouTube banner copy PNG. Done. Let's see what it looks like on a computer. Thank you, Ted. Thank you very much. I had some help from Pat. Pat helped me with some ideas publish. So let's see what the banner looks like now. Let's go to your channel. Okay, there it is. Live tutorials. Okay, now the live tutorials should come up so it doesn't conflict with this RexRed. But other than that, I think it's cool. Let's go here back to our Photoshop. And let's just move this live tutorials up a little bit so it doesn't mess with the subscribe button. Very good, Angus. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know you were here. Save this. File save as. He's quiet like a mouse. And yep. Our very quiet but trusty and faithful Angus. Replace it. Yes. Medium save. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Angus. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you are doing lovely today, friend. Change this. Now we're going to go here again to RexRed YouTube banner 3D. There it is. Easy 3D. Done. Publish. Yeah, I think it looks better than the old one. Your channel. I kind of threw the other one together. All right, so there. And now the live tutorials doesn't interfere with our little. When you click on that, it brings you to subscribe. Oh, your rock gets moss. That's nice. Moss is nice. It can be soft and very nice. So, all right. These little, I think the bottom part got cut out. Let's see. Let's go back here and see if there's something funny funky going on with this here. Oh, I think we have to bring it up and over like this. Now, once you start messing with this, it becomes a disaster. Manually, like trying to work it. But if we can get our border in here. Okay, let's try this. Save. File. Save a copy. PNG. Save. It sure does. It's a little bit of me, you know, in that kind of thing. A little bit of me. And so we're going to now go here to this again. If you noticed, it cut a little bit of my banner off, my frame off in the bottom. Easy 3D TV, open. It looks like I can see the banner, the border now on the bottom. Publish. And your channel. I think I made it worse. I did make it worse. For some reason, it's not showing up on the bottom here. And now there's a little bit of a... I think if I just frame it inside, it doesn't have to be like perfectly... Okay. And... Oh, I hate the way that word does that. It allows you to just... move it like that. Up and down. Okay, let's see if this works. Save this. Apply. Save. File, save a copy. PNG. Replace it. I may just leave it. If it's okay, I may just leave it the way it is. I have to have my little frame around here and make it extra special. Here. Change. I assume if it's the way I see it, it's going to be the way everybody else sees it. Done. Publish. No, it's like the whole thing is off. That doesn't work. Let's bring that up a little bit. Bring this piece up. No, that's not supposed. Okay. There we go. All right, and then let's grab this frame piece. It's got a lot of, I've got a lot to do here. Now we're on the wrong piece. Frame, why? I'm still on that background piece. Why can't I get this frame? Okay, this is a rectangle frame. I had to put the darn rectangle frame in, make it all very difficult. Okay, this should come over a little bit. Trying to eye this all out. Okay, save this. Save a copy. Save a copy. We're going to go to PNG. Replace that. Edit this. Change this. Looks like we got it. Save it, publish. It's got to send that huge image up to the internet. Now, if you just look up YouTube banner template, you'll find that banner. But it's also you can download that template that I use for Photoshop in your. All right, it's a little better. It's still not quite there. All right, let's work until we get it right. Shift. Okay. And this. I hate the way that skews them off like that, but and this. And we have that red piece in the back. It's like I dragged the whole template down or something. That's kind of like what it looks like. You know, I don't need this red background. I don't need, okay, because the red one's not being used. We are using the light green and the, okay. And then this image here, we'll just simplify things a tiny bit. And then we take this, that up just a bit. Logistics, people. I probably brought them over too much. Ah, very nice. Yes, it is. That is where I am, the Pine Tree State. Okay, we're gonna try and mess with this and get it right. That looks kind of right, but let's see. Save. File, save as. PNG. Save, replace it. Okay. And now let's go here. Maybe the 8th one try is the charm. We work until we get it right. That's what this is all about. Done. Publish. No, I remember you live in Ellsworth. I have been to Ellsworth many, 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 many times. I know it intimately. Okay, there it is. You can see a little bit of this underneath the image, underneath the bar around the bottom. But I think that's good. I think that is good. Good, good, good. So, Easy 3D TV. Live tutorials. Live with me. All right, so this is it. Thank you very much, people, for watching. I might have an early dinner. I just got to go in and heat it up. I made some Chinese food yesterday. And stir fry with some bok choy and chopped up Brussels sprouts, fresh Brussels sprouts, and a big gigantic onion. Some red pepper flakes and teriyaki sauce and some rice noodles. And it's all sitting all ready with some saran wrap over top, just waiting for me to come in and heat it up. Have a plate full. That my one meal today. So, live tutorials. So I think that works. The last one that I had was nautical too. Remember, it had a ship and some guy with a beard with it all chopped off and everything. This time I tried to pick a scene that I could fit into a long image. And so it's got a little bit of so that scene took me an entire day. An entire day. An entire, like, the at least the light time of the day and probably into the night to make this scene, everything in the scene. I did take out the I took out the sun flares. So I maybe should have just repositioned them. So, because some sun flares would probably look really nice in this. So, too late. So, for now it is. So, all right. Well, so I guess that's it. And you can see my little image for trying to make create a YouTube banner. But we did it. I showed you guys how it's done. All right. So how you make a YouTube banner. And now there it is, all ready. And now I've got to do it for my music, my cakewalk website. I'm thinking, and, my main flock of angels. It's time to change that banner as well. So to do some work here. Take care, Pat. Have a lovely day. Angus and Ted. And I think we had some other people drop in and say hello today. Yes, we had Adha come in today also. I hope he is doing well. I believe he is in Iraq. It says, I wreck you to, and I saw that. No, Adha is in Turkey. Yes. So I try to remember, people. I try to remember. So have a lovely evening. Thank you for the likes today. I hope this is helpful because I went into depth, and it's not just, you can just pick images and chop them and paste them into the template. But I showed you guys how to make your own images using Daz Studio. So this is how we do it. The seafoam, the spray here. I added this spray here, and if you notice, the rocks here have like different layers of stone, and I separated those layers out, so they fit. And there's a little dock here that goes up into the lighthouse. And there's a story behind this I kind of made up about how he rows the boat out every day to the lighthouse to check and make sure that everything's okay and all. And so, and this is some pretty rough water. It doesn't look like your typical Daz water, like flat as, and it looks like ocean water. So it's, there's some, thank you, Angus. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. So I'm happy that this came out well and all. So I'm wondering if I could have put like a sunburst around the back of this, but it's just all good. This is good. It's got a lot of nice stuff, and hopefully we'll touch on a lot of these programs. Thank you very much, Pat, for that. Ted, Angus, Pat, have a lovely rest of your day. See you all later again. And it is polka time. So thanks again. We will see you in another tutorial with Daz Studio. Alrighty, bye-bye. Please like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications.